Here we're going to look at one of my favorite lower body stretches called the couch stretch. So as the name suggests, it can be done easily on your couch at home or can be done on a bench, and there's all sorts of variations to it as well. So what we're going to do to start off is sit up in front of whatever you're going to use to elevate the back foot. We're going to set up like a rear foot elevated split squat, or a Bulgarian split squat as some of you may know it. And a nice little routine method of finding how far away to stand from the bench is just to go 2 foot spacings in front of it and then place your foot up behind. That tends to be a nice comfortable position for most. And then we're just going to lower down into that position. Now if you're a little bit more restricted, you may end up a little bit more bent over. I don't find this position too bad personally, so I can sort of stay reasonably upright. If you need to, you can pop some sort of padding under your knee. If you're on the carpet at home, it's probably not too bad. But what we're going to do is we're going to come from this sort of more bent over position and really try and straighten up. See if we can get our hip reasonably close to our foot, and then we want to try and like tilt our pelvis backwards. Imagine our pelvis is like a bowl and we're trying to tilt it backwards. Okay, tuck our tail down between our legs, and what that does is it pulls on the front of this pelvis where there's a whole lot of attachments of musculature that goes down through the front of the thigh, and you get a really, really nice stretch through the front of this hip and down through the thigh there. Okay, we're just going to hold this. This is a holding stretch. So we'll sit there for a bit, and if you want to add a little bit more, you can kind of shift the angle, push your hip out to the side a little bit more. You can reach that same arm up overhead. Okay, that will also increase a bit of the stretch. You can get a bit of a lean on. Try and get a stretch right down through that lateral part of your body. And then we can obviously repeat that same process on the other side. If we're going from this bottom position, so say we get the knee down in front of the bench, if we can get the foot up behind here, and then we just kind of climb our way up into that position. So whichever way works, top down, bottom up, doesn't matter too much, but we're trying to get into this position and really try and get a stretch down through the front of that hip and thigh. That's your couch stretch.